going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I'm bringing you guys a video covering all of the assault rifles in Call of Duty Ghosts. So I attended the multiplayer reveal of the game. I actually got some hands-on time, and over the next week or so I want to bring you guys a ton of videos letting you know everything you need to know about the game. So in this one, we're talking assault rifles. Now, I've played with 2 out of the 8 assault rifles in the game, but then for the other 6, we know all of their names, we know a little bit of information about them, and overall we can just do a pretty good kind of recap of all of these weapons. So starting off here, the first one I played with was the Honeybadger, and this one's in-game kind of description says an integrated silencer allows for higher overall versatility but lower range. So yes, that's right, there is a built-in silencer to the weapon. You do not have to equip it, but then at the same time you can't unequip it. So it's both good and bad. It just depends on how your playstyle is and what game type you're playing, because in like Search and Destroy, most people like silencers. So this is going to be a great weapon because it's not going to take up an extra attachment slot. But then if you're playing Domination on a bigger map, you don't really want a silencer because that's going to reduce your range. You're not going to be able to kill as quickly. So it's both a good and a bad weapon in that way. Just depends on how you like to play. Now, in terms of how the weapon acts and just what it feels like, I mean, it's a fully auto assault rifle. It's got decent recoil. It's not the biggest in the world, but it's not the smallest either. And overall, it's kind of a run-of-the-mill assault rifle. I mean, its main selling point is that silencer. Other than that, it's an assault rifle. I mean, it's good. I did well with it, but I definitely think there's better ones out there. And speaking of better assault rifles, the other one that I was able to play with is the SC2010, and I like this one a lot better than the Honeybadger. I'm not sure how it is compared to all the other 6 assault rifles because I haven't played with them yet, but this one was pretty darn good. It reminded me of the ACR from either Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3. Just, you know, not the strongest weapon in the world in terms of bullet damage, but the recoil is so small and so manageable that you can stay on target and have a really, really high accuracy with the weapon. And that's actually in the weapon description. It says fully automatic, reduced recoil provides higher accuracy. So if you liked the ACR, which I think most people did, this is kind of the ACR of Ghosts, in my opinion. Now, moving on to the other 6 assault rifles in the game. Like I said, these were not available to be played at the release, but I still have some information on them that I want to share with you guys. So here we go. So starting off, we've got the R5 RGP, and this one is described in-game as fully automatic, increased damage and range. And I'm not really sure where they were going with that. I don't know if that was an incomplete description or whatnot, but yeah, that's what it says. And I did some research on the weapon just to see what it's like in real life, because, you know, Call of Duty isn't the most real, but it still kind of tries to be a little bit real and have a little bit of fact in it. And it said that basically this one is a heavily modified M4, and it's been described as the next great leap in the evolution of the modern combat rifle. So, you know, things like the M4, the M16, the AR-15, you know, that big family of weapons, of assault rifles, that's what this thing is going to be based off of. So I think, you know, if you've been a Call of Duty player, you kind of know how that weapon's going to act. Now, moving on to the next one, we've got the SA805. This one didn't have a description in the game. I don't have anything for it. And I couldn't really find it in real life, but I think this might be COD's version of the CZ805, which is a Czech assault rifle introduced in 2009. And one of this gun's most interesting features in real life, which I doubt will make it into Call of Duty Ghosts, but, you know, it could, I don't know, is that it's got quick change barrels that you can change on the fly, and it's got a short barrel or a carbine barrel, a medium barrel or a standard barrel, and a long barrel, or it's also called the marksman barrel, to switch out and adapt to the situation you're in. So, you know, think about in Call of Duty, if you're about to run into a building, you could just quick change out to your carbine barrel and you'd be better off inside, and then you get up to the sniper's nest, you could just quick change out to your long barrel and shoot people at a distance. You know, like I said, I don't think they're going to add that in, but that would be cool. That's just a real life kind of tidbit, feature, factoid piece of information. But anyway, yeah, and then also in real life, this thing can switch between single shot, 2-round burst, and fully auto. So I don't know, something like that might be a little bit easier for them to put in. We'll have to wait and see. I'll let you guys know when we find out more. Next up, we've got a returning favorite, the FAD. Yes, it's coming back, and this one actually has a weapon description. It says fully automatic, high rate of fire with moderate recoil. We all know the FAD. Not all of us love it. I wasn't ever really too fond of it, but it was good at times. It was just a really hit or miss weapon for me. So some of you guys may be excited or not excited. FAD is coming back. Now, next up, we've got a 3-round burst weapon. Yes, sir. It's called the MSBS, and the description for this weapon is 3-round burst, high damage output in each burst, fast rate of fire in full auto, ... and then it gets cut off. We can't see anymore. So, yeah, the MSBS, it's a 3-round burst weapon. I'm super excited about that. I've always loved, like, the COD 4 M16, things like that, so hopefully it's that good, but I have to wait and see. And overall, this thing is a pretty secretive weapon in real life. Like, I tried to do research on it, and there really just, wasn't that much. I mean, it came out in 2007, but there's barely any stuff out there. So it'll be interesting on how they handle this weapon and how they, make it in game. Now, moving on to the next weapon. This one is one I'm really, really excited for, and I feel like it's going to be really good and maybe one of my favorites. It's the ARX160, and the only thing we know about this one is the in-game description, but it says fully automatic, highest rate of fire in class with reduced recoil for the first 3 rounds of each burst. So I don't know, I feel like this one's going to be a lot of fun to use, and then also it's going to be a really good weapon if you can use it correctly, because it's the fastest firing AR, so it's going to be good up close, but then also it's got reduced recoil for the first 3 rounds. So if you burst fire it at a distance, then it's probably going to be pretty good as well. So I'm excited to see how that one turns out. And then finally, we've saved the best weapon for last. This is the one I want to get my hands on out of all of them. It's called the AK12. Now, we don't have a description for this weapon in game. We haven't seen it yet, but I did some research, and this thing is the newest derivative of the AK-47 series of assault rifles. So this is the new AK. It just came out a couple of years ago, and it's proposed for general issue to the Russian army, and it's currently undergoing testing. So I expect a lot out of this weapon. I mean, the AK-47 has been one of the best weapons of all time, both in terms of video game world and real life world, and it's going to be exciting to get our hands on the newest version of it. So there you guys have it. Those are the assault rifles in Call of Duty Ghosts. There are 8 of them, and they all sound pretty badass. Let me know which one you guys think you like the best, and then stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to be going through all of the different weapon classes, all the perks, all the kill streaks, everything you guys need to know. Stay tuned to this channel. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it so much. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Also, big thank you to Charlie Intel for the images of the weapons. I took those from their website, so I'll link them down in the description. Check out one of the other 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them yet. Thanks again for watching, guys. Catch you all later. Peace out.